only 4 days ago, with a top health officials in the national capital saying the pandemic's third wave in the country has set in. Deaths rose by 534, including the southern state of Kerala's updated death toll of 423, lifting the national total to 482,551, according to the Health Ministry data on Wednesday. The total number of cases officially reported so far are more than 35 million, as the highly transmissible Omicron variant begins to overtake Delta, a strain first discovered in India. Omicron cases in India have risen to 2,135, a Federal Health Ministry official said. But with limited capacities for genome sequencing, the actual number is estimated to be much higher. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube, recapping the headlines. The Joint Trade Union Movement tells its members, both vaccinated and the unvaccinated, to report to work but do not show your vaccination status. 8 more children hospitalized from COVID. An Arima man is shot and killed. And internationally, third wave hits India as Omicron variant surge. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. Aisha Wells, she's already in the building and she's up next.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
When I look around the world, what do I see? I see footprints that men have left on the sand while walking through times. I see fruits of our ambitions, figments of our imagination. And I ask myself, when will it end? When will it end? It is plain to see, universally this land is not bountiful as it was, simply because in this quest for success, nothing stands in man's way. All rivers run dry, so the birds won't fly, the mountains will be no longer high. And when I really think of it, yes, I just wonder why. Charity deplored, equal rights totally ignored, wisdom and ingenuity working in accord, simply to afford such inventions as thermonuclear warfare and environmental warfare. And I wonder now, where do we go from here? Profits everywhere, gaze upon the horizon, and declare that judgment will come as the savage hands of unscrupulous men defile everything passed by. Time is running out, As we eat and drink, species at the brink of being extinct, yeah. And I think no one can deny that the price of progress is high. Really, really high, high, high.
The Street 919 FM.
Because I see a silver lining behind this gray cloud we're passing. Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. For the bright side is where we going. Clear.
91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Make your finances a priority. Making your finances a top priority is one of the best ways you can ensure that you will not only improve your financial literacy, but also build a better relationship with your money. That was your financial tip, brought to you by The Street 91.9 FM.
To guide and feed our children's needs. Yes, we fill their hearts with hate alone and show no direction. We daily kill the plants, we throw away the seeds. There's a missing generation out there. Who cares? They are dying, disappearing everywhere. Who cares? Somebody better pray. Somebody better pray. There's a missing generation, and soon if we don't find them, they're surely going to find us one day. There's a missing generation, and soon if we don't find them, there'll be no generation to care. Overriding ambition. In this world where money must rule, hearts of rock washed in blood and corruption, fire that only kindness can cool. Those cries that fill the night shout out for love and salvation. Are we to hear yet turn and walk away? Or should we stand with hands outstretched to show protection and boldly still the fears that make them stray? There's a missing generation out there. Who cares? We better find them. They are dying, disappearing everywhere. Who cares? We better find them. Somebody better pray. Somebody better pray. There's a missing generation, and soon if we don't find them, they're surely going to find us one day. There's a missing generation, and soon if we don't find them, there'll be no generation to care. Look behind every sound of thunder. Search beneath every mound of dirt. There you'll find the price of our behavior, hiding from the cause of their hurt. Look out, there goes another lonely son or daughter, with unshed tears and smiles we've never seen. Let's all reach out and snatch just one from their destroyer, and change that heart to one that's pure and clean. There's a missing generation out there. Who cares? We better find them. They are dying, disappearing everywhere. Who cares? We better find them. Somebody better pray. Somebody better pray. There's a missing generation, and soon if we don't find them, they're surely going to find us one day. There's a missing generation, and soon if we don't find them, there'll be no generation to care. With one touch there is so much to offer. Feel the
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919fm.com.
Let me say a very special good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Top of the afternoon to those of you on the web, locking us down right now via our Facebook page. I understand YouTube is back up and running as well. How my YouTubers doing today? All right, so without further ado, we're going to jump straight inside today's show. Start off by saying happy birthday going out to Stephen. Yeah, Stephen. Or no, Sion Hepburn. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Rudy, Trudy, Terrence, Cummins, Al, Maslin, Ned, the entire crew. How you doing? Let me say top of the afternoon to those of you celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday. Hope whatever you want today, you get your heart's desire, yeah? Let me see who's on my Facebook page. Facebookers, welcome back on the inside. You have been missed. YouTubers, welcome back. You have been missed as well. So I'm going to open up the lines pretty early, allow you guys to get in. Tell me what's on your mind. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. We are live right now on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Check in 342-0081. That's 342-0081. 771-1791 466-5391. The lines are open.
I have to mention in my confession to you, my lover, and must discuss what we should and shouldn't do. As a lover, a good relation is a relation based on trust. My lover,
What's making news in your world?
too jealous and suspicious.
Remember when you get in to like the video and share the live. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Sister, good afternoon.
How you doing, brother?
Blessing. I haven't heard two ICE people from America call and talk about what's going on in America with the COVID-19. I haven't heard them call at all and talk about that. But they were quick to call in Trinidad to talk about...
Update us. What is happening? Tell us what's going on.
Happening in America right now, young people from the age of 13 under is in hospital right now. Okay? It's all over the news. All right? They're not talking about that at all, but they're calling in Trinidad, blah, 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 and blah, blah. That's all they're doing. But they're not talking about America at all. I never heard a call and talk about a man went in and killed 5 people. They're not talking about those things at all. And I ain't hear they talk about the 95 where the snow in Virginia. People couldn't drive. They spent 27 hours on the 95. I'm not hearing they calling about that at all. You know, like America is the best and Trinidad is the worst. Sister, you have a blessed day.
Thank you so much, brother. Just to let you guys know, as we're on the topic of COVID-19, the union tells unvaccinated workers to show up for work. According to Nicole Drayton in today's Guardian, the Joint Trade Union Movement, or JTUM, is calling on all public sector workers to report to work on January 17th, whether they're vaccinated or not. The union heads held a press conference on the steps of the Attorney General's office in Port of Spain to raise concerns about the government's plan to create safe zones in public offices. The policy calls for public sector workers to be vaccinated by mid-January or risk being furloughed, sent home with no pay. The President General of the Oilfield Workers Trade Union and JTUM movement, Ansel Roger, wants those who choose not to be vaccinated to also show up for work. I want to tell all workers present, or rather, present yourselves to work on the 17th and continue to present yourselves. Let them deny you entry into your workplace, and that will be tantamount to illegal lockout, which the trade union and our legal team is waiting to deal with. I repeat, do not set yourselves up by staying home. Go out to work. 2 vaccination sites have been set up for public sector workers to be vaccinated from today, and we wait to see how that turns out. Public sector workers, talk to me. Where are you on your vaccination status at the moment? Are you going to be vaccinated to report to work, or you're going to follow your trade union leader? Let's go. Caller, you live.
Aisha.
How you doing? Leave it there.
I'm still holding on to the bar, and Aisha, you're looking sexy, you know. Talk about that.
Hey, I will get through.
You need dance. Hey, Aisha. Kingsley vex because the chairman of the Sandy Grande Corporation ended up in Port of Spain on Corey Street. He lucky he didn't see Saddam Hussein too. Because Aisha, the UNC control the East-West corridor. And Dr. Rowley holding on by a string in Diego Martin. Aisha, Dr. Rowley is embarrassing the PNM. Dr. Rowley got to go. And I'm going to show you why I'm talking about that tomorrow, please God.
Oh, Lord, you again with
I will
that?
leave it for now.
Yeah, you leave it right there. All right, so same dude, how you doing, love? Happy New Year. All the best to you and yours. He says OWTU didn't come out to push the government to get its members vaccinated, but it's telling them to go to work with no protection. I want to hear from public servants this afternoon. I am opening up a window for you. Oh, good afternoon to you, Hugh. I see you on the web. Hope you're having an awesome day today, love. I want to hear from public sector workers. Get in the dance. Send me a voice note if you so choose. You can send it on 771-1791 and let me know, hey, this is my position on it, and yes, I will be showing up for work on the 17th. Or, no, I shall have decided to take the job. That's where we're going in this hour. Caller, you live.
Hi, Aisha.
Hi.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Style, everything. Aisha, remember when Roger tell the people to take the rig and go? You remember that? And the people took the rig and go?
They took it and left.
They took it and left. Well, let me tell you, I remember when Dr. Rowley, you see Dr. Rowley, when Dr. Rowley say he's going to do something, he's going to do it. You understand? And let me tell you, it have plenty people. They want the public service have too much of people. So all you do, take all your vaccine and stay home. Now, just don't come by me to beg. Oh, my house is locked. You understand? My house is locked. All you go and take all your vaccine, all you taking vaccine since all you're small, and go and do the people work, because all you get paid for doing nothing. Half all you don't do no work. Go and try to work. Thank you.
All right, let me say good afternoon to Nigel Marcus. He's a public servant, and he says, Aisha, we are going to test the system. Marcus, are you implying that you're going to go out to work on the 17th without being vaccinated? Simply asking. Caller, you live.
Aisha, the princess of the airways. How are you?
I am good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Listener, I am sorry, but the unions don't have an unvaccinated arm to lean on. Because here what's going on. According to the OSH Act, it is incumbent on the employer to provide a safe working environment for the workers. Now, if it is somebody goes in the work and then catches COVID from the workplace, and let's suppose, peradventure, the person dies, do you know that the family could sue the government because it didn't provide a safe working environment? People, all you really think that all you know what all you're doing? You know what it is the union and them doing? Even if they came to the Privy Council, we have the same issue in England, and the Privy Council is not going to vote for them. So I don't know if it is the figure that a few lawyers need to get money, so they're providing a way for the lawyers to get finances. But it is just an effort in futility, and you will end up in some problems, people. So I think you all need to consider a lot of things, and I'm glad Aisha you didn't mention the PSA quote-unquote president, because I don't know, I hear the man talking about illegal activities when he was appointed illegally, not in accordance to the constitution of the PSA. So how could an illegally selected president talk about any illegal activity? I'm trying to understand this. Trinidad is a funny place, boy. Aisha, take your time, take care, be safe. Have a nice day.
If you're hiring, I just want to go to work, must say, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up.
All right, let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
How are you?
I'm okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you and your family.
Yes, Jim, yes. I would like to put out this to those people who only talking about public servants don't work. Come on my job. This man, you all treat easy. Nastiest people that have. We had to deal in all kind of things. And these people had the audacity to come and say public servants do what? Aisha, have a nice afternoon.
So before you go, caller, what's your position on it? Are you going out and get it?
I going down to the wire.
You're going straight down. You're not taking it.
I going down to the wire with it.
All right then. Fair enough.
Because they're telling you to take it and people still getting it and dying. And they have nothing in place to say, well, you are a citizen when you take it and instead of feel bad, where you going? You are going to pay your own money to go and get medication. The government put nothing in place for you, take it, yes.
So basically, I just want to follow you. You dressing for your walk normal on the 17th.
Yeah.
And showing up.
I the last man standing on my crew right now. Everybody else take it.
Oh, God.
The check before Christmas, they send out a memo that want all the cards and things coming, all who have. And well, it was only two of us, and the next guy says, that when he had no pay, he won't take it.
But are you worried that you may be putting others at risk if...
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they put me at risk too.
What the
because
hell is
they
this?
Could have it, so no symptoms at all and be spreading it. Just as the unvaccinated, the vaccinated could have it, no symptoms and they spread it the same way. This is what people ain't talking. People ain't say vaccinate, yes. But when somebody is vaccinated, they have it, they spread it the same way as the unvaccinated. For those who don't know, you could still spread it and still get it.
All right then.
All right, have a nice afternoon.
Thank you so much. I don't realize I will be conducting my public sector business online. I'm not squatting nobody. I'm not victimizing nobody. I just conducting my business online. I enable. The lines are open. We are taking your calls. Public service, public sector workers. How are you feeling? Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha, good afternoon.
Talk to me.
Yes, all the best for the number 22.
Thank you so much. Same to you and yours.
Yeah, Aisha, as I listen to the conversation every day on all the media, it reminds me so much of the Williams syndrome, where you put the lighter against the darker, older against the younger, the age against the youth. It reminds me so much what they have done. They have put the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. This is a virulent syndrome. This is what we are going through here. But you know, what I want to find out is that if I have done a medical and they say everything is good with me, and I go and I take a vaccine and I get sick or I die from it, if my family can sue the state and the WHO for killing me, this is the question I'm asking, because it reminds me so much that when you go for operation, you have to sign a form, and that form that you sign, you give your life to the doctors in the theater, They could do what they want inside there because they simply look at sign here. So when they sign the form, it's so much like the insurance when they say you didn't really fine print. I'm only asking a question, wondering if my family could take action because you're forcing me to take something, you understand? I say, okay, doctor say I'm healthy, but you say take it, I'm going to take it, and I die. My family must be able to claim from the state. Have a good day.
Just so my hands start to cramp up. Where's this? All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, let me play some voice notes. Get you guys on the inside. This thing getting real heated in here, boy. Some of the anti-vaxxers cussing me on the live. Oh, God. My God. I'm being cursed out on the live. For what? Wanting to conduct my business online? I just said I'm not scorning nobody. I am not scorning anybody. It's my attempt to just stay out of people's way. And no, it's not no side effect of my hand cramping up. Will you leave me, please? I personally just want to stay away and conduct my business online. You know, they vex for that. Some people are saying without fear and favor that they're showing out for work regardless of what. Regardless of what. They're showing up. Will you want me say? Will you want me do? Look. The lines are open. Caller, you live.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello?
Yes, caller, you live.
Right. It seems to me that a lot of people, as Guy just spoke there, a lot of people don't understand what it is going on in the entire world about this COVID. So they're talking all kind of thing and want to blame the government for everything. They do not know. If you get down in the real things behind it, the G7, you can't do nobody nothing if medication.
Caller, I don't know what's going on with your phone, but I suggest you check it and call us back. Caller, you live.
Hi, sister.
Hey, big brother, how you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm trying to figure out some logic here. Precious read the news. I had a look at the news internationally and globally. See what's going on in France? Emmanuel Macron, that's his name?
That's his name, and you see that they found a new variant as well?
Oh, gosh. And
My
why?
God.
And where they find it?
In France.
Right. And you know the reason for that was? Over the weekend, during the week, they had hundreds of thousands of people protesting. And you know what he says? If you don't get a job, you can't ride in a taxi nor bus. That is how dread he make it. If you can't get a job, you can't ride out and go and buy a pizza. You can't walk in. You might be able to sit down in your car and all right.
As of yesterday, Germany put restrictions on people coming from the UK into Germany. Eh?
Well, and people don't understand. The reason for these things is because you don't want a variant to take over your society. It's not that the government, and the people blaming this government, we ought to be living in a bubble. Trinidad is not the only place. And for the union to come out to tell people, and I heard somebody made that point a while ago, the government has to protect me and I am the government. And I went into a public place today. Before I go in, I have to check my temperature, right? I have to sanitize. Person I go to meet before I walk in to meet that person, I have to sanitize. This is what it has reached to. Even the vaccinated have a problem with the with the vaccinated. Because I could sit down in a car and come and sit down in your office and bring it. That is why I tell people, I move with a bottle in the sister. I spray it on myself so before I come inside.
Well, look at joke. The other day I went to the ATM. That would have been maybe in November, and I walk with a tin of Lysol and can it down before I use it.
That is how it has to be happening until you can't control the spread in the population. And that is the problem. Is the government has caused me to get the virus? Or is how I go out there and function among the population? It determines on how you move at this point in time. And if you're not vaccinated, you're easier to pick it up and take it home than if you're vaccinated. That is the point, the vaccine is stopping you from getting it. So blaming Kenny G. Kenny G was a very old gentleman. When I saw that ad on the first time, I was asking myself, why did they use him? Unfortunately, there was a reason. Look, the reason. We could use that. He, even at his age, because of his comorbidities, I heard a doctor said yesterday on TV6, and I heard they're interviewing our next one and telling me, well, he's a UNC senator or senator. He's telling us that the government has no control over the virus, and the government, they give Tobago, Tobago went and buy, and you see Tobago is funding certain members of the UNC, because if Tobago went and buy this so-called test kits, find out who they buy it from, sister. You understand what I'm telling you?
Totally understand.
Right. So he on the TV boasting and saying, just please allow me, that the government in Tobago THA did the right thing, and the government in Trinidad have no alternative but to go there. I seen in America, you getting that in your house. Right now they run out of that, going crazy. And people still line up. I take the thing home, and you go, I frighten sister, I go down the road and look for the government to ensure. When I purchase that from who? To do what? I take a test and me understand what's going on here, and I come out the road and I had the damn thing. Yeah, what's going on? The only time I end up in the hospital, and I what they say, the only time I reach in the hospital is when I have my last breath. And that's what's going on with half of us. We are only going in the hospital when we on the last breath, and because we don't want Tom and Harry to know that we have it and we get it. Because we don't want people to isolate and free to come by we. This is what it is. Sister, enjoy evening. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Well, some of us really playing Russian roulette with our lives, because the Minister of Health, Terence Yalsing, had to come out and warn members of the public to stop, please stop, using ivermectin on COVID patients. Story by K. Marie Fletcher, dated January 4th, 2022. Do not use ivermectin to treat COVID-19. This is a warning from the Minister of Health, and the ministry is sending this warning to the public, especially to patients who are in home isolation. Speaking during the Ministry of Health's virtual news conference, Health Minister Terence Yalsing revealed that COVID patients in home isolation have been using the drug to their demise. He said it's becoming a very serious problem, and we're asking everyone to discontinue the use of ivermectin. Put your confidence with the World Health Organization's approved protocols and come in early. The earlier you come in is the lower level care you would need and the better outcome you'll get. But when you wait too late and the ambulance goes 2 times, 3 times, your chances of having a good outcome is severely lessened. He said after meeting doctors from 5 regional authorities, private sector doctors, as well as members of the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Association, the issue of patients taking the drug was brought up yet again. He added that patients who took the drug has had ambulance visits to their home multiple times. Also speaking is the principal medical officer, Dr. Miriam Abdul Richards, and she said private physicians have been misusing the drug. She pleaded to please, this is not a World Health Organization approved drug. This is not according to our treatment protocols, and we have seen negative consequences. We have seen persons die, present late. It is registered on their notes and confirmed that they used this drug, and this was their outcome, creating a lot of grief and distress to their relatives who are, many cases, said to have known better or regret the decision at all. So please, we are asking, just not based on statistics alone, but conversations that we have daily with the chief medical officer, myself and the team, these consistent trends are overbearing. Please have confidence in the health system as we continue to try our best, but we begging you, stay away from ivermectin. I guess people prefer to gamble with their lives than to take a chance and save it. I'm going to play some voice notes, get you guys in.
Aisha, good afternoon. Who don't want to take it? Let them take it. Right? Let us stop there. And let the others who taking it. I wouldn't call who taking it because first thing they go say Rachel. Right? Let who take it and who plenty of them take it, and the African want to stop there and take it, let us stop there. When you hear all of them lose their job, and then let me see if they will stay home and without grocery in the house, without money to buy their food or give the trendy things that they need, right? Let me see if Roche them go help them do that. Roche them never even help somebody buy a bag of rice for this pandemic we're going on in this country. Those people, when they didn't have job, right? Never help them people, right? Let me see if they go help all here when all stay home. When all take all the vaccine, all have to stay home, right? Let me see what will happen to all you. But watch me, Aisha, they don't want to take the vaccine, let them take it now, man. You know, I tell them already, all the fast, say all the prayers, talk to God, ask him to fix every part of all your body and get it ready for the vaccine. No, they don't want to do that, but only quarrel about money. They only want money, something. What about all the rest of people who get money and they take the vaccine? Right? What happened? The government will have to come back and pay all of them now? Nah, these people in this country, that's why these things happening to we.
Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Aisha, you know, just now one of your callers alluded to the fact that if it is you take the vaccine and you get sick, you have to go for a doctor and spend your own money. And you must stop them when they're using false or misinformation. Because even at the vaccination sites, there are doctors there for an event that you took in with any ill feeling. Like the young girl who just took the vaccine and she had some problems. They treated her there, they carried her to the hospital. They ensured that she recovered fully, and then she sent out, and the mother, as the mother said, she's ensuring that she came back and will get her second dose. So for him to make a statement like that is terrible. To blatantly lie and promote such misinformation on national radio. That when they're doing this thing, you must stop them, because that shouldn't be allowed to go on. And as what the lady was saying there just now is so very true. I want people to do a survey. Somebody please do a survey and see who are the ones that are being encouraged not to vaccinate and who are the ones that don't get a vaccination. The people who telling all you don't go, them have, and they're telling the people, get it or no. But they're letting all you, telling all you, no. And you know what the worst thing? What I want to know, I hear people talking about ivermectin and all this hydroxychloroquine, but in India it proved that it was causing liver and kidney problems. And it caused a whole host of issues. And that's why they have discontinued it. Even the one they was calling as the test place Uttar Pradesh or something, I can't pronounce it correct. But they all have discontinued it because they realized they was getting a false positive. Because people who are seriously ill, it helps nothing. If you would have recovered anyhow, yes, it would look like it actually did something. But it actually does nothing. What my problem is, the real things that have been assisting, like what Donald Trump gets, he ain't talking about that. There's something called antibodies.
Thank you so much. We have a minute before we go for a break. Public servants are sending voice notes like crazy, and I really want to play them as soon as we return. This is all your day. The 17th is around the corner. And from what we understand, the unions is letting workers know, go out to work, don't study the government. Some workers are saying they're going down to the wire, they are going out to work. Is this a recipe for disaster in the public service? As I say, I plan to conduct my business online. But not everybody else may have that luxury. We're going to discuss this in detail when we return. Let me say Happy New Year going out to wonderfully blessed Kimberly Dennis. How are you? Melly Matthews, Happy New Year. Liz Davis says, Summer all year ain't even have integrated science and plain scientists. So God only leave me now. While Ray says, more criminals so calling from your home, it go have serious home invasions. Only go ahead. Ian says, bless evening, Aisha. Happy New Year and all the best. I'm going to pause for a cause. I'll be back. Stay with me.
Views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Must. This thing is a must. So love we now, just love we now. I said love we now, hey love we, just love we now. I must find a place to jump. I can't let out the camera. I must find a bacana. Evil living's what you want. I must find a with something to drink. Getting on the beat, getting on sing. I must find a with something to play. Some kind of Monday and Tuesday. So love we now, just love we now. I said love we now, hey love we, just love we now. Everybody get on back, everybody get on don't feel like if it's Juve, we will still be in the costume Monday and Tuesday. But just give me something for the road, something for this road. Because if we pop it for feels like we on our boat, right? Everybody take a sip, no cooler can hide. All we want is something for the road, something for this road. So love we now. I said love we, just love we now. I said love we now. Hey love we, just love we now. I must find a place to chat. I get with a big mama. I must find a bacana. Even if it's virtual. I must find a with something to drink. Getting on dirty, getting on steam. I must find a with something to play. Some kind of Sunday and Tuesday. So love we now. I said love we, just love we now. I said love we now. Hey love we, just love we now. Everybody get on bad. Everybody get on bad. Everybody get on bad. In the road or in the yard and it's that. We inside, we outside. We inside, we outside. We inside, we outside. Party inside. This thing is a must. Hey, carnival is a must. Hey, this thing is a must. Oh, the bacchanal is a must. Hey, so love we now.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
The deals are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from food stuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Come, chill with us at Bronco Sports Bar. Enjoy Latin Tuesdays, Wild Out Wednesdays, Karaoke Thursdays, dancers on Fridays, reggae and bingo Sundays. The perfect venue for your birthday event, baby shower, or even your New Year's party. We are located on the corner of Devonshire Street and Cookridge Road, Arima. Contact us for bookings at 620-6528. Ask for Damien or Kevon. Check us out on Facebook, Bronco Sports Bar, or Instagram, Bronco Sports Bar 868.
With Digicel Prime Bundles, you get more than just data. You level up to a new digital life. Okay. Level up with deep music for all your favorite tracks. Level up with Go Loud for local radio and trending podcasts. Level up with Sports Max for the top live sports action. And level up with Play Go for the latest movies and TV series. Get a one-day Prime Bundle for only $25 with 20 gigabytes any-use LTE data plus 50 gigabytes more dedicated data for premium access to your favorite apps without touching your any-use data. Plus 30 anywhere minutes and unlimited digital calls. Dial *323# or visit the My Digicel app to buy your one-day Prime Bundle. Digicel, better together.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379. From the studio to the stage, every Friday between 3 to 4 p.m. right here on The Street 919 FM. Radio you can see. Log on to our Facebook and YouTube so you can see live interviews and performances from some of our very own local superstars. Right here on The Street 919 FM.
Good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division?
Yes, sir.
I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries.
Excuse me, sir?
Is it true you have batteries selling for $488?
Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I could buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arabita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools.
Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Granny,
do you have $488 to lend, man?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco, Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all-night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
I come for this one. Sign me up. I come for this one. Sign me up. I come for it. Boss lady. Give me the work, with the work, yeah. Give me the work, with the work, yeah.
Listen to Aisha, where's the listening public? You know what is ironic about this whole thing? People are saying that public servants are lazy, don't like to work and so forth. You know, these same people got their education, they got their degrees, that's so much of them, they venture into different avenues such as doctors, lawyers, and all them kind of thing, and they don't want to do the same work that they consider, that they scorned, that public servants are doing. For example, who does be cleaning the road and so forth, sweeping the road with a pride and a passion to feed their families and so forth. And in addition to who does do suspect cleaning as well, who have ventured into jobs that people don't even want to partake or even want to be close to. And the thing about it is that they are now turning their backs on these same people who drives this garbage truck that takes your garbage and dispose of it into a landfill that you scorn to hold sometime. And they are actually bashing us today. How ironic this could be. But yeah, sometimes I just really wonder about Trinidadians in truth. But Aisha, on another note, we are in a glee this afternoon after hearing the getting the assurance by various different bodies who have come together, right? Unilaterally came together. The United National Congress have came out boldly and said that they are objecting to mandatory vaccination, any safe zone or any so forth. And they are saying that they have their lawyers on standby, as well as we have the union leaders, lawyers on standby. Philip Alexander have chipped in, and even we are waiting on the PDP to say if they will put their foot in it as well. So we have a good bit of lawyers waiting on standby. As soon as the government actually cut anyone's salary, we are going straight ahead and we are going to sue the state for every cent, every penny they have. We want everything because you have option, the states have option, the option is that they could actually say that, here going on, we'll pay you all off and send you all home. The vaccination is all the choice. You cannot just stop somebody's salary. It have a long process. All that was explained last night carefully for public servants. You cannot, the state, the government, nobody can stop public servants' salary just so without a good cause, according to the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. You cannot stop no public servant. I have a long list of procedure to be taken, Aisha. In addition to that, mean to say that they have to go home and find out if you're sick, if you're bedridden. That send people to your house to find out to do some research on what is going on with you, all them kind of things. So the Prime Minister was not properly advised talking about stopping public servant salary. Well, we would see how would it happen. But in addition to that, I want to remind the Prime Minister, the good Prime Minister, Dr. Christopher Rowley, when he was put out of Parliament in some years ago, that he worked for all his salary, and he stated that he worked for it, he worked hard for it, all is his money, he want all. And he did not, when he was put out of Parliament, he did not stay out of the Parliament. He went and he sat in the back of the Parliament, right, in the back bench, and he was there in all sitting and making sure he worked and he get all his money. We shall be going to work as well, Aisha. If they want to push us out, no problem, you have to be paid as well. So we are not, I want them to remember that fully. All the people who are bashing public servants, I want to all to remember that the Prime Minister was put out and he never stayed out of the Parliament. He got his salary. He never was cut off any salary. I hope you all remember that. So we shall be going to court, Aisha, on this if they want to continue this attitude.
So you really think that the opposition has your best interest at heart? Or Philip Alexander? Clearly it's politics that they're playing. But if you want to put your livelihood in the hands of people who play in politics, then that's all well and good. But the same people who have their lawyers on standby, sir, they are vaccinated, and so too are their lawyers. I'll play voice notes. Public servants, all you get in.
Aisha, good evening. Aisha, taking the vaccine, it is a chance you're taking. Okay? It's Russian roulette. Okay? You could take the vaccine and everything could be good with you. Like some people, they ain't complaining about nothing. Then you could take the vaccine and you could die. You could end up with heart attack. You could end up with blood clot. Right? All these things can happen to you when you take the vaccine. Now, them who telling you take the vaccine, nothing happened to them. Them take it and nothing happened to them. But it have other people. For instance, I working in a company right now, and the driver took the vaccine, and a couple days after he take it, the whole knee collapsed. Right now, he walking with a limp. Right? Let me be real. You could take it, and if you're nothing happened to you, fine. But bear in mind, there are other people who are taking the vaccine and they are experiencing things. Like the woman, the wife of the doctor, who said that her husband was perfectly healthy. He and the son used to go running almost every evening. And as soon as they took the vaccine, the both of them died. All right? So let me just be straight. Is a chance, is a Russian roulette, taking the vaccine. If you come out good, fine. But there are other people who are taking it, and they are dying, they are collapsing, and all of that. Let me be fair out here. That is facts. Could somebody tell me what is a safe zone? Could somebody please tell me what is a safe zone? I need to know, no? Because I want to know. If the bars is a safe zone and COVID passing by the bar and they look and they see safe zone mark up, nah boy, we can't go in there, that is a safe zone. Or Parliament is a safe zone. And the public service is a safe zone. And when COVID passing by them areas, they say, hey, that is a safe zone, boy, let me go the next way. What kind of stupidity is that? What kind of nonsense is that you're talking? There's no such thing as a safe zone. And that is to say, Mr. Rowley and them are making no sense when we're talking there and threatening people the Lord no pay if you don't take the vaccine. What the hell is a safe zone? So by home by you is a safe zone, COVID passing by your house, and because you say it's a safe zone, hey, nah, next house, they're a safe zone. That's how it does work. What kind of rubbish talk is that? And every time somebody dead is COVID, a man get toothache, COVID. A man get blood pressure going up, COVID. A man get heart attack, COVID. Every blast thing is COVID. The line to the public. I used to sit down and listen to the CMO, put myself in place to listen to him and Mr. Dial saying I stopped doing it because I realized they're lying and putting fear for people to come and take the COVID, for people to come and take the vaccine. Right? Rubbish talk. And you, Mr. Barataria, rubbish talk you'd be talking here in the evening, eh? Take a little time off.
You know how long this person trying to get in? Caller, you live.
Aisha Wells.
Wall Street Trini.
The sister from another mother. How are you doing this fantabulous, splendiferous, marvelous, frumendiferous day, Aisha?
Hi, good darling. How you doing?
Aisha Wells, I complain. You look fantabulous in orange, Aisha Wells.
A good thing is red, but you ain't gonna know what red look like again.
What I red?
These days, you don't know what red look like, period.
No, I thought you're going to the Pepto-Bismol party.
No. I taken your live the other day from your children's Christmas party and here you're cussing about the painting buildings. Wall Street, you think the children needed to hear about that?
That is the best time for them to hear about it, when they get them gifts.
Wall Street, they face painting, the children having fun, and you going to talk about these buildings. You ain't tired, Wall Street.
Aisha Wells, if them buildings was in Goodwood Park, you think them buildings could have been abandoned since 2011, Aisha Wells, a decade, Aisha Wells?
Wall Street, we talking about this going on 2 years now. 2 years now you're talking about this, Wall Street. 2 years, you know.
But yeah, Aisha, you see, that's why I'm very consistent in my behavior. I am not a 9-day wonder, Aisha Wells. I will fight for my community of Chumaka Clavantel till I die, Aisha Wells. A decade, Aisha Wells. That could never happen in Westmoreland. That could never happen in Goodwood Park. Why the PNM decide to treat the people of Lavantil, Chumaka Clavantel a certain way, and they treat the people in Goodwood Park and Westmoreland a different way, Aisha Wells? I want you to tell me that, Aisha Wells. And you see, Aisha Wells, that is why I wrote this, Aisha Wells. I wrote it, Aisha Wells, especially. And you see, Aisha Wells, those in the go along, get along PNM gang, I want them to tell them for 2022, start to talk a little bit about economic empowerment, economic development, economic inclusion, and access to capital for black people and black businesses in Trinidad and Tobago. Aisha Wells, how you will call a radio station every single day and you really go along, get along PNM gang, and you ain't bringing no upliftment to your own black people, Aisha Wells. Aisha Wells, and let me say this, Aisha Wells, my son and my daughter had COVID-19, so nobody can tell me. I am talking from experience. My son and my daughter had COVID-19, Aisha Wells, right? And they were fully vaccinated, Aisha Wells, and they had COVID-19. And I thank God, Aisha Wells, that the only reason I believe that they are here is because they were vaccinated. People can say what they want. I am talking from experience. Right, Aisha Wells? But Aisha Wells, let me quickly go to this quickly. You see, Aisha Wells, in Trinidad, first the PNM mistreated the people of Chumaka, Clavente, Aisha Wells. And I didn't speak up because I wasn't a resident. Then the PNM mistreated the people of Mova, Laventille, East, Aisha Wells. And I didn't speak up, Aisha Wells, because I wasn't a resident. Then the PNM mistreated the people of Beetham, and I didn't speak up, Aisha Wells, because I wasn't a resident. Aisha Wells, and then the PNM mistreated the people of Tobago, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Tobagonian, Aisha Wells. And then came the THA election, Aisha Wells, and at the conclusion, there was nobody left to be mistreated. And Aisha Wells, I'm going to go on this one, Aisha Wells. Aisha Wells, I saw my friend Julia David do a live, and I almost cry, Aisha Wells, because she went to the bank to try to get US, Aisha Wells, and they treated her badly, Aisha Wells. Badly. I wanted to cry.
Wall Street, you know every day, 1 minute. Do you know every day citizens from all over Trinidad and Tobago go into the bank, follow the guidelines of the bank, the institution, because it's a private institution. FCB is part government, part private. But as every organization, they will have guidelines and laws. And people go into the organization and they follow the protocol and they get their US and they go their way. Where's the problem?
But Aisha Wells, what I saw from the live, Aisha Wells, that I could go on, but Aisha Wells, there's
But did you hear
with
the person say from on the live that they exchange words, explicit words with people at the institution, hence they decided not to do service with them anymore? The bank has a right to refuse business if it so chooses, you know.
Aisha, you should not discriminate against a person, but Aisha, there's a second point.
How is it discrimination, Wall Street? If there is a procedure to follow, you go to the institution and you refuse to follow their procedure. Instead, you choose to cuss and carry on and expect the bank to still want to do business with you, Wall Street? Is that how it goes?
Aisha, let me ask you a question. If someone from a different hue that lived in Goodwood Park come to the bank and cuss the bank, right?
I have not seen anyone from Goodwood Park. I have not seen anyone from Goodwood Park going into the bank and cuss. I have not seen it happen. So we should not use that as an example. People from behind the bridge and these places have to know how to carry about themselves too.
No, they shouldn't be discriminated against.
How is it being discriminated if there's a policy that you refuse to follow?
Aisha Wells let me go to the next point. That is blatant discrimination, Aisha Wells, and unacceptable. But Aisha Wells, the other point that I want to make, Aisha Wells, is that you hear me talk about mistreated and you being silent. Julia Davy's friend was in the bank too. She got what she wanted and she left.
Because apparently she didn't cuss out nobody.
But let me finish this.
Did you hear her saying the friend cuss out anybody? You hear her saying the friend cuss people? That was not mentioned either, was it? Because the girl went in, carried out the procedure that had to be done and go her way. Where's the problem?
But Aisha, let me make this last point, Aisha Wells. The last point is this, Aisha Wells. When other people are being mistreated and you are silent, when your
Wall Street, I have no problem defending any citizen that's being ill-treated by the financial institution of this country. I spoke out for Karen Clark when they discriminated against him. Man, I launched an all-out war on JMMB for Karen because I felt that he did not deserve the treatment they gave him. But when you're telling me about somebody who went into the institution, did not follow the institution's guideline, instead choose to cuss up people in the institution, then only thing left for the institution to do is to refuse your business? And you want me to stand up and defend that?
Discrimination. You agree with
How is it discrimination if there's a procedure that you didn't follow?
Aisha Wells, so you will just come and close my account just so without me closing my account? Is there a policy for cost you?
The bank has a clause, Wall Street, that they can refuse your business, just as the bar has a liquor license that tell you they can operate any day at any time. Well, the bank has a license that they can refuse your business any day at any time without giving you an explanation.
And close your account just so?
Without giving you an explanation if they deem fit. It is a private institution. It's a private institution. They have rules and guidelines to follow. And if you don't carry out the rules and guidelines, then you are in breach and they're free to terminate you without any problems.
Aisha Wells, I want to say to you, Aisha Wells, even though Aisha Wells, I don't know if I have you any P&M go along get a gang or if I take you out. Because sometimes I just take you out and sometimes I got to pull you back.
No problem going back in. Pull me back. Put
you back in?
Put me back.
All right. I put an Aisha Wells back in the go along.
Wall Street, you know what? You know you only picking up this charge here because you want something to bolt to the chest of the government, because FCB is part government. Really and truly, FCB also operates as a private entity. You just looking for things to put on the P&M back. Why are you doing that?
My fight is for the building in Schumacher, Claventil. That is my fight. And the building on Duncan Street for the Claventil to Washington Performance. And Aisha Wells, I want to say to you, thank you so very kindly, Aisha Wells. And in the words of Frederick Douglass, power concedes nothing without a demand. It never did, it never will. Aisha Wells, have a fantabulous, first, marvelous, tremendous rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Bacchanal Wall Street. I'm going to play some voice notes and take some calls. I have absolutely no problem defending anybody who I believe was a victim of the system, you know. What do you mean? I will go out the way for you. I will even join a picket line. I will march. I will protest. But to come out and admit that you acted outside of yourself at the institution, that you did not follow the protocols even though it was explained to you, and the end result of it is police having to intervene, security having to intervene, you having to be escorted out of the private residence or the private banking institution. As victimization, I don't see it as that. Maybe I am wrong. I am not a person that is afraid to say if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But when I heard of the scenario and I took in the life for myself, I was like, but the person admitting that they get on. And they admitted that somebody else went into the institution and they got through with no problem. Because the person followed the guidelines at the institution. So how is this victimization? And then I say, you know what, let me mind my business. I doing like Patrice in 2022. If it's in my man, my money, or my children, I drinking water and I'm minding my business. I'll play some voice notes.
Yeah, why that old fool called David there do come on the radio and mind some grandchildren and start learning and reading and talking sense?
Alright, Aisha. I think I need to, I decided to message because again true, but I think there's a lot of misconceptions in terms of what the public servants do. They have been providing a wide array of services for the decades that have passed, and people don't really appreciate that they could even jump out themselves and say now that persons don't work or they need to go to work. We have been serving this country, and in some instances some persons have been risking their lives. As you know, I'm a member of the protective services and I do feel some level of responsibility about taking the vaccine. So I'm not an anti-vaxxer, all right? But I think communication needs to be dealt with in terms of how the government communicates to the workforce, all right? It's like saying, all right, you need to take this, and you have no other choice but taking this. There are studies that provide that the vaccines may cause death to some persons, and one death is too much for some persons, like myself. All right, it's still experimental use right now, and every day I wake up in arms to determine if I'm taking it or I'm not taking it. All right, so that's just my contribution for now.
Alana Smith said, drink water and stop telling people to vaccinate. I stopped doing that too. Once my Mr. vaccinated, my children vaccinated, and my money sanitized, I minding my business.
Greetings and love. Happy New Year to you and yours. Peace, love, and prosperity, Queen. Nobody don't take Roger serious, you know, so. You go see how it go now? The angry man here. Blessings.
Angry man, I make you out. Your song is so lively and not angry. Happy New Year, handsome. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Aisha, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I am, well, I could say I'm good, you know, but I want to see now, I want to just, you know, weigh in on your topic this afternoon, because I have been also tested right now with the new variant that went around with COVID-19.
Oh, God, you're on quarantine? You're on quarantine?
So, well, yeah, well...
oh, God, Brooklyn. Oh, God, don't tell me that. Brooklyn, how you doing?
I good, but I want to let the people who not sure about this thing hear it from somebody who right now is positive with COVID-19.
All right, well, go ahead, Brooklyn. And you're fully vaccinated as well, yeah?
Fully vaccinated since last year.
I remember that.
May 10th was my second shot. Last year, May 10th. So I want to just share it to the people who listening and worry. Because if they could hear my voice, I ain't sounding like a sick. I ain't sounding like a dying or you know. But I want to say the first 2 days when I realized I'm feeling sick, it was like last week, Tuesday. So I stay home from work and I start with a slight fever and a headache. And as a person, years will pass. I don't get fever and headache. So immediately when I felt that, I feel like I get COVID, but because I don't get sick like with fever and headache and them type of things. But I want to tell people who listening, it only lasts 2 days. The fever and headache after I take a little regular, medicine and thing. I was like, the first day I was like asleep a little bit for couple hours. The second day I was up, I went and take my COVID test 2 days after, which was last Thursday. It came back with the results. Friday it came back with the results that was COVID positive. But I want to say that this new variant that is going around, people who didn't get COVID before, getting it now. Even when they are vaccinated or not, they're getting it with these new variant that's going around. I don't know what it is, but it's like a cold to me. Because, like back then when you was younger and you get cold and you get fever and headache and your parents would have to rub down your whole body with lemon and cut the fever and thing. That's the type of, experience that I had for the 2 days. But I am good. I am still home from work. I'm in quarantine. My kids, they didn't get positive, but they had a test called detected. That was the result from their test. But none of them sick. None of them end up hospital. Nobody's sick really. I was the only one who had symptoms for the 2 days of last week. But I want to tell people, I believe if I wasn't vaccinated, I might have been in a different position today. You understand? And you hear how long ago I didn't go and take no booster shot. I say because I know I'm healthy, I'm strong, I ain't had no sickness or nothing. So I didn't really take any booster, which I think I didn't really need a booster. But I took my 2 shots, which was required to fight COVID. You take the 2 shots, and if you do get sick, it would prevent you from ending up hospitalized or even dead, right? But if maybe you had some comorbidity or sickness with it, then I probably might have been in the hospital because I wasn't able to fight off, whatever the sickness, is doing. But again, Aisha, I want people who listening to know that You don't have to be afraid. It's better to have something to prevent the danger of what is happening right now than to have nothing to prevent it. I hear people saying that the vaccine is still on an experiment level. But let me tell you something. If this is an experiment, I want to get 100% because I am very good right now with COVID-19. I am very good. My family is good. Nobody's sick. Everybody, they went and get the next set of testing today to see if they're negative or positive, whatever. But everybody is well, and really and truly nobody from the health department contacted me to quarantine me anywhere, so it's like I was expecting I might have seen that I got positive since last week. I was expecting like I might have gotten a call or something, but nobody called. They just sent me my email from after doing the test saying that I was tested positive. And right now we have like a 5-day with the vaccine. They want you only quarantine for 5 days, and after that you could go back again next test to see if you're negative, but you still will have to wear your mask and do different things. But this new variant is not like the 14-day, 12-day quarantine thing anymore. It's like a 5 days quarantine, stay away from people and everything, and then you could go out once you're not sick, but you still have to wear your mask and do what you have to do. So I just wanted to share that information to the people who are afraid, because this is not a joke thing, right? I have family members too who also, and in-laws who also catch it, who never catch it before when it was going crazy. They catching this new one now, because this new one is like, we are not asking questions, how everybody getting it, So it's very dangerous, this new variant that thing, but it's not to say it will hospitalize you, but if you don't have the vaccine, it may hospitalize you. That's all I have to say, Aisha, this afternoon. But I'm very good. I'm good. I'm normal. I doing everything as normal. All right.
Thank you so much, Brooklyn. Speedy recovery, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let me clear up some of these voice notes.
Now, as you're reading that item there, I hope Dr. Ruby Jem and Dr. Robert Amar, they're listening, because every day they're coming on the station and propagating and encouraging people to take ivermectin. So I hope they're listening, and the government need to crack down on people like them. Trust me. As Jam make the day and they come on the show, they acting and getting on like them as experts. I don't know who make them experts, and people actually listening and following them. So, yeah, man. Who can hear go feel, Oh.
Good afternoon, Aisha. A pleasant afternoon to you from myself, my wife, and also to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago and all the listening heirs abroad. Aisha, this is what I have to say. I recognize that the people, they have no sense at all. And you know why I say so? This is not an insult. The Bible tells you not to lean on your own understanding. God tells you not to lean on your own understanding. The reason for all these deaths, it is proven all over the world when you put all the data together for the deaths. It is proven that the unvaccinated is the most dangerous carrier of the virus. Imagine the union leaders. These union leaders don't want to step down because look how long they've been union leaders. So you know, I know that their brain is one way. They don't want to step down. Many of them take the job, but they're telling their own members don't take the job. That is what they're saying. Because you're interfering. What they are interfering is with national security. This is a national security problem. This is not about this person not taking a job or this. This is a national security problem. And the government has to get serious with people who is encouraging wrongdoing. In other words, they are tampering with national security. As for, let me put in something here. As for the so-called PSA president, I want to know if the banks going to pass or give any recognition to a guy who is not really the leader of PSA because he was not sworn in the right way. He's not legitimate. Will the banks, when he has to do business, will the banks accept his signature? And the members of the PSA, why are they so quiet? I wonder. God bless.
The laws in Trinidad don't work, so they could get 1 million lawyers. The laws in Trinidad don't work. They don't do nothing. Watch how much people charge for all sorts of things and nothing happening. But go ahead.
Aisha, you talk on triple-A's. Wait, take the vaccine, when you take the vaccine, you could still end up with that. That was going on before even the vaccine. That was going on before the vaccine, so you're talking real triple-A's.
Afternoon, Aisha and your listeners. A safe zone in Trinidad and Tobago will not work because safe zones need intelligence.
Good evening, Aisha. Happy New Year. I want to find out something. How come the union heads on them saying that how the government can force nobody to show them the vaccination status, right? But you had to show your vaccination status to enter bar, restaurant, and all of that. So, I don't know. Make it make sense now. Help me now, please. To that man who's saying that the CMO and they are singing on them line, right? Well, since you know what them line, don't make no voice note and come with that nonsense. Tell me what is the truth. Since you know what is a lie, you should also know what is the truth. Right? You come and accuse the people are lying. You have no kind of qualifications in epidemiology. Nothing. You don't know about viruses. You don't know nothing about that more than what you read and what you get on Facebook or social media or some dotish commentator who do him had the same qualification. All are sailing in the same boat.
Economic inclusion.
Showers, good afternoon. I would like to have a chat off air with you, please, if you have time.
Wall Street, Wall Street, Wall Street. Take care, brother. You might get a nervous breakdown. I hope not. But what you're talking about there, it doesn't make no sense, Wall Street. It doesn't make no sense. Talk about something else now.
Wall Street, you only talking as a stupidness for an educated man. Before you encourage the people in Chumaka to go take the vaccine, you're only talking about go along, get along, and the building and all kind of stupidness. Why you tell Aisha you take the vaccine already? You must take about 4 vaccines already and fooling people.
Good day. As if you know, I fed up by hearing Wall Street every time Wall Street come on the radio is the same thing he talking. He's sounding like a broken record now. Oh my God. It's as though like he...
Let me take this call. I'll come back to your voice note. Caller, you live.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
I'm a public servant and I'm appalled to hear some of these people speak this afternoon. It's my body, my choice. If I don't feel to take the vaccine, I'm not. and I am going into work on the 17th, and my salary is going to be in the bank on month 10.
So, caller, do you,
Rowley,
1 minute,
Dr.
caller.
Rowley.
I want to talk to you 1 minute. Do you think that is a responsible thing to do?
Yes, it is.
How so?
Yes, it is, because you're taking the vaccine and you're still getting COVID. Are the people that, okay, they want to make the public service a safe zone, right? So the people that coming in there is only vaccinated people will be coming into the building?
Well, I have not heard them. I have not heard them put restrictions on who's coming in. So you have a point, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I just need for this mongoose gang to get out of power. That is exactly what they are. Are we going to show them on the 17th that we're not taking the vaccine and we're going to work? Have a good afternoon.
All right, darling. Don't forget to tell me which ministry you're working in so I would stay away from it. Thanks.
Give me the work, with the work, yeah. Give me the work, with the work, yeah. Give me the work, with the work, now. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work.
So the guy that spoke about facts, when you say facts, that people taking the vaccine and they're dying and all this happening to them, facts and the facts and the facts. You know what the facts are? The facts are that a very small percentage of people would have taken the vaccine and have negative effect. The facts are that majority percent of the people, up in the 90s of the percentage, are okay. The facts are the majority of the people are dying are the people who won't take the vaccine. That is the facts. So if I had to sit down and really weigh my options and think about the facts is that more people dying who won't take the vaccine. So here, well, let me take it. And the facts is only a few, very, very few people getting negative effects from the vaccine. That is the facts. You know what else is facts? It are people who are allergic to Panadol. And everybody, when they get headache, they rush for Panadol. That is the facts. All medicine. It are who does agree with and who do agree with. That is the facts, Mr. Man. Well, shit, you know why that will never happen in Westmoreland or Goodwood Park? Because you see the upstanding citizens with money who passionate about their community, they go put their money where their mouth is and make it happen. They ain't go wait and ask for no government, brother. You understand? They go put their money where their mouth is. And if the government see them doing that, then the government might step in and try and assist them. Put your money where your mouth is, Mr. Big Shot, Wall Street. Put your money where your mouth is. I shall like Wall Street logic, you know? Because when you really think about it, he does vex with who PNM ain't coming on the program. And you're disrespecting the PNM, you're cussing out the PNM right through. And you expect them to come on your program. But you go from here to shipping this away. If you go in an institution and you're disrespectful to the people and then the people have a right to refuse your business. You understand? It's the same thing that your logic. You believe the PNM owe you something, people owe them. Why they don't come on my program and Dr. Rowley this, but nobody know you're nothing, boy. Nobody know you're nothing.
All right, so let me bear with the callers on the line to hold up. I have a million voice notes I want to clear up. I see you on the lines. I'm going to come to you in 2 minutes. Let me clear up these voice notes very quickly. Clear up some of these voice notes very quickly. Aisha, may Wall Street set up a GoFundMe account, purchase paint for the community. All right, well, Wall Street is saying for you to set up a GoFundMe and paint the building yourself.
Sister Aisha, good afternoon. Happy New Year to all our chatters and the wider world. I just want to say something. They're asking for you to take the vaccine, and you're taking the vaccine against COVID. I think they should stop using the word against, because if they're using the word against, that means to say you should not be getting COVID, the COVID virus. They should stop using the word, use the vaccine against COVID, because they're taking the vaccine, right? And there are people who have taken it, taken all the boosters, and they still died.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Aisha, I don't think the PNM want you in any get along, go along, any kind of gang at all. The PNM discard you. People like you should have shame to even say you're a PNM. And here you is this evening, Aisha. Aisha, you're not singing good this evening. And a matter of fact, don't care. Aisha, you know the PNM don't like you. Why you keep mama on yourself? Why you keep mama on yourself, Aisha? You could do what you want, you could talk about vaccine how much you want, and you think the vaccine is the best thing. Who children can take it, who children won't take it. But you, the PNM will never like you, Aisha. You keep forgetting that Mary McDonald, you try to fight down. You remember how much the PNM people are just say about you? And something just wrong with you? Or probably something in your eye that you can see that he is not a PNM. He is a PNM talker. Aisha, you ain't singing good at all. You tell me what protocol Juliet Davy didn't follow. You sound like the whole world can hear you people calling me from all Grenada to ask me what Aisha Welch have with Juliet Davy. Juliet Davy is one sister work on the 91.9, you know. Yeah, the station for the people. Yeah, but when we see the station for the PNM, I don't understand it. You keep on talking for the PNM and for people to be vaccinated.
All right, Anderson, I get your point. Let me just clear two things up. One, when I talk here in this capacity right now, once there is not a PNM banner under my name or it's not a sponsored program, I am talking for me. So this is my view and my opinion. Talking about the vaccine in a positive light is not a PNM agenda. So let's just put that out the window one time. Secondly, I have absolutely nothing with Juliet Davies, so don't try to stir up a couture that does not exist. I said that Wall Street raised the issue. I said that I took in the live. I heard her in her entirety explaining the situation from the beginning to the end. And it is of my opinion, because I have gone to the bank before for US and there is a protocol that the bank has that you must follow. There are guidelines that the bank have that you must follow. And once you follow those guidelines, you get it and you go. She even admitted that one of her friends or former friends went to the bank, got their check changed and went. So it's a normal procedure. However, she also explained that she did not carry out that procedure. She went about things differently. So I based my opinion off of what she said. This is nothing personal, Anderson. I don't have anything personal with anybody. I just gave my opinion based on what she said occurred. I was not there. And the live was in the public domain. It was sharing all over the place. I took it in. However, Anderson, I would suggest this afternoon that you stay away from the bottle. You see that bottle where you're holding? You see that bottle where you holding on that beatum this afternoon, Anderson? Back away from the bottle. Let's play some voice notes.
I can share testimony upon testimony to the listening public. There's a guy who took the vaccination, and after taking the vaccination, his hand is like shaking like if he had Parkinson, Aisha. Aisha, who is going to hire him after a while? Who is going to hire him? Right? Nobody would feel he's an asset to them anymore eventually. So better some people prefer to take the chance and not to take that vaccine. Because at the end of it all, you might end up not being employable. If something happened to you that it is so severe that it cannot manage to work, no company is not going to hire you. And these same people who is chanting, they're stubborn, they want to take the vaccine, is not going to give you $1. Not going to put some food on your table and take care of you and your family. That is why people are hesitant of taking this vaccine, because it's not certain. It's a 50-50 chance. Why are you calling people uneducated? I have to ask you something. How much shots do you have to get to be fully vaccinated? I want to ask you that. They are saying it was 2. Now they're saying it's 2 and a booster. Now they're saying 2 and 2 boosters. In order 4. Some countries requiring 5 now. So, that's how you're not so smart. And I thought you was. And I thought you were. The people who, if you die from COVID now, and they are requiring 5 boosters and you have 4, you know what they're gonna say? You was not fully vaccinated, and that is the people who are dying. The people who are not, who haven't taken 2, 5, and the numbers keep going on. You can never reach the amount of numbers. In other words, and they are classifying you as a person who are unvaccinated. That is so unfair and so unright. Because when you look at the numbers, people who got 1 dose died from COVID, and they are considering them, classifying them as not vaccinated. Look it up and learn that fact. So the numbers can never be right. Never, it would never, it's impossible to be right. Because as far as I consider, some people who have 4 booster shots right now are not fully vaccinated, because they're going to reach 5 and 6 and 7 just now, and they're going to say you was not fully vaccinated and you die from COVID, but when you reach 7, then you'll be fully. Come on now, caller. They keep pushing the goalpost. Come on now, man. You ain't sounding too smart as a person. I will have some respect all your but you ain't sounding too smart outside here right now.
All right, let's take this call. We have a break to take in about 2 minutes. Caller, you live? Not there. Let me take a call real quick. I'll get back to the voice notes after we come back. Caller, you live?
Aisha.
How you doing? Leave it there.
Aisha, still holding on you. I'll listen to them. Aisha, as I said before, Dr. Rowley came and talked about flow low and safe zone and cutting people's salary. 3 days after, the Attorney General came and talked about he wrote this union and he wrote that union, he wrote this union to come and hold talks with him. Aisha, shouldn't they have done that first before Dr. Rowley come and run him out? Shouldn't they have talked to the unions first, Aisha? But he's not a dictator. Aisha, I will leave it there.
All right, leave it there. Let me see if I can get this in very quickly, yeah?
Aisha, good day again. Here the question I want to ask. Did Roger and all those other people who telling the people they have lawyers on standby, did they take their vaccine or not? That is the question I want to ask. I said there are mad people in this country, yes? Aisha, good day, one more thing. It are people who go in and take over-the-counter drugs, and they know what the hell they have in it, but they're going to take it to do all kind of things.
All right, good people. We're going to take that break. And when we come right back, we will return to your phone calls. We'll play some more voice notes. The public servants are sending voice notes by the droves. We're going to play them when we're back.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Alright. Now, we are not saying it's okay to be toxic. Nor are we saying we are toxic. We're just saying no relationship is perfect. Some take longer to figure it out than others. And then they get labeled as being toxic. So if they want to call us toxic, WWDGAF.
They say we toxic, full of toxic love. But when I say we done, you say we done, we back together. Get that days of toxic, we don't give up. 'Cause baby, at least we know it's real. Everybody has a time, and everybody has a choice. Baby, I choose you. 'Cause you're crazy, match my crazy. You're my Beyonce, and I'm your Jay-Z. Even when I'm so mad at you, of you and ask you how was your day like no man. I don't even talk about meeting the streets, so sweet I can't read. Maybe that is why they say we toxic. Yeah, full of toxic love. Cause when I say we done, you say we done, we back together. If that makes us toxic. Yeah, we don't give up. Cause baby, at least we don't sleep. Listen, my biggest embarrassment was the stops and apartments. No, maybe it was you. All of the pain and the fight and the stress and the stress mixed up together. Be with no other, even when I don't like you. What minute is I love you? Next minute is running. Tell me friends I don't want you to see us together again. I don't even talk about between the sheets. So sweet, maybe that is why they say we yeah, full of toxic love. Cause when I say we done, you say we done, back together. If that makes us happy, yeah, we don't give up. Cause baby, at least we don't sleep.
The biggest one-stop store is doing it once again this Christmas season. It's Charon's. Yes, Charon's for Christmas. Get the latest design and patterns of exclusive rugs and vinyl. Also, our brand new toys such as Transformers, drones, WWE wrestler stars, remote control cars, all sizes of helicopters at ridiculous prices, LED Christmas lights and amazing Christmas decorations. Also at Charon's One Stop, lots of gift items. It's Christmas like never before at Charon's. Everything is going cheap, cheap, cheap. Also, check out the latest women's wear. And while you're there, you can pick up some storybooks for the kids for the season. Remember, Charon's is cheaper this Christmas. Also available on unique items such as household decor and ornaments for your home. Charon's will be open on Sundays until Christmas.
So hurry now to Charon's
this Christmas for all your Christmas items
at Charon's 3 locations: Eastern Main Road, San Juan; Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna; ground floor, Trin City Mall, Trin City. Every item you need in one place.
Charon's is cheaper this Christmas, so shop now.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845-349-5178 or 342-7303.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT.
Salvation full and free.
Salvation is for everybody.
Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Give me the work, with the work, yeah. Give me the work, with the work, yeah. Give me the work, with the work, now. Now, I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for it. Boss lady.
All right, let's see who's on the outside. Caller, you live?
Well, let me say good evening to you, dear sister and friend. Sister Aisha.
My dear brother, blessings. Welcome in.
Thank you very much. And let me say good evening if Robert is there with you. Roberto, he's there with you?
Yes, he's, well, not in studio, but he's around.
Right. So he asked me to repeat this over and over every time I get through. Let's go there quickly, and I will not be long this afternoon. The two P's, personal responsibility and personal hygiene. I've been listening all evening. I was sitting in the pavilion. But I say it's time to come in. Let me say this to the people. It is very, very basic. Regardless to if you receive the vaccine or not, the only thing to keep you alive is personal hygiene. And to the people who believe I do not want to be vaccinated, let me say this. If personal hygiene is not there, you will get the vaccine. And let me say this. This is 2022. And sister, let me tell you, let's talk it in the mic, sister. People are taking shortcuts and you will get COVID. And I'm saying this for Christ's sake. I don't want to song as yesterday. But sister, let's face it. And people may say, Tabaki, this is it. People, COVID, Corona-19, whether the new strain, what they discovered yesterday in France, or whatever, if personal hygiene is not there, and let me just give the personal hygiene quickly, sister. It is simple. Keep that mask on your nose in public. If you didn't get a pipe, you're sitting in a vehicle, sanitize your hand with some hand sanitizer. You touch a doorknob. And this is it. And listen, people could call in, they could talk who is scientist, who is not scientist, who is an infection specialist. And you know what, as I said that, let's go there. I would like to say to all the public servants, all the union, all of them, how much of them study infectious diseases? And all who is calling in, they didn't study that. But what is happening is a narrative which been pushed. And as I take my leave, let me go back because Robert wants to hear it. The two P's, personal responsibility and personal hygiene. And regardless to what you tell me, this is 2022. And it's 2 years it has been with us. If you cannot recognize personal hygiene, look, whether you use Vessels, PNM, UNC, MSJ, regardless to your sexual orientation, regardless to your religion. And it is basic, but they're not following it. So I'll speak it in the mic every time I get on. As long as your personal hygiene is weak, as long as you're taking shortcut, COVID will catch up with you. Because what is happening, a lot of people, they're not even moving around with a little hand sanitizer. You're sitting in a vehicle from your hand to your elbow. And people, Costa Bakit, hate him or love him. I am saying, if we did not recognize personal hygiene, hear me, get ready to be burned or buried. Hear me, you don't observe personal hygiene. COVID, it comes as you're committing suicide. Kabakit out and off.
Aisha, well, a pleasant good afternoon to you and the listeners of the Street 919 FM, also the viewers. Aisha, oh gosh, Wall Street, give me a break now. Give me a break now. Oh gosh, it's a new year. It's 5 days into the new year. Give me a bloody break now, boy. Every day you call it this stupid building and building and building and building in Lavantel, boy. Oh gosh, people fed up here. We fed up here. Sing our next tune now, man. Oh gosh, it's every day. Whole year last year is the same stupidness. You come again this year, the same stupidness too. Oh God, give me, ease me up now, man. Ease me up now. Oh gosh. If you have an issue with the building, get your black behind down here, right, and fix it. Right? Numerous people calling and tell you what transpired with those buildings. You're coming every evening with the same BS. And people head, boy, oh shucks, man. Give me a bloody break. Aisha locked on. Aisha, how that sound like Vicky Rampasad so? Or one of them UNC fanatics and them from the Trio TT or the Underground Report? That sound like Vicky Rampasad. You just can't leave nothing to chance with these UNC or Duncy fanatics, you know. You understand? Alright, if you're not taking the vaccine and you say you're going to work on the 17th of January, which is next 2 Mondays, right? And you want the Mongoose gang to come out, that is a UNC fanatic for you to make that statement, Mongoose gang, and this and that and the other. You understand? Well, I want her to let us know which ministry she's working in, so I could make myself scared from that ministry. This is the kind of hypocrisy and deceit in this country. You understand? And it's only in Trinidad and Tobago, Aisha, this BS going on. Look outside in the world outside. You understand? Let them take that. You understand? Let them take that. Right? And if I was her payroll or HR, she gets no salary when the month reach.
My sister, good point, good.
Caller, you live.
Hi, sister, good evening. I heard a man, or you played that voice note a while ago, but a man telling about how much job he would take. Well, let me explain to you, brother. What they call the new variant, sister, not the one they found in France day before yesterday. The one
Omicron.
Israel is going crazy. So Israel is giving its population, especially if you're over 60, the 4th jab. So I don't know where you get the 5th one. Israel is the only country in the world, and the scientists already tell you, when I give you that 4th jab, you're up to 80-something, 90-something%. So that is in order to slow down this new variant. Not the one they found yesterday, the Omicron. And let me explain to that next text again. If you get the one that we just had before the Omicron, if you get that, you still get Omicron. But if you get Omicron, you don't get the one that we had before that. Right, so the problem is, and here we're going, Omicron, I just had a pass close to Aisha, and Aisha have it, or something on Aisha have it. And that is it. Once me vaccinated, guaranteed, I go in and get it. And never going on. So far, we don't know if it's dangerous. So far, they know it's not dangerous to the vaccinated. So far, we ain't sure how dangerous it is to the unvaccinated, although it doesn't last as long and it's not as severe, but it's still taking lives and it's spreading faster. So, Mr. Gentleman, go and take your jab. I shall enjoy evening.
Good point. So you're making, and that's the same thing I asked, what the hell is a safe zone? That's the same question I asked, nobody answer me yet. Because if you're making that the public service and the ministry is a safe zone, and not the vaccinated and the unvaccinated coming in to do business, and we come in for passport, and we come in for certain thing in legal affairs, it's not the same unvaccinated. You see, this is the whole thing of making this government look dotish. Dotish. Safe zone is when they're trying to keep everything out that would not interfere with the so-called safe zone. And that I tell you, it's rubbish and choppiness. People like Wall Street and Barataria are talking as such a rubbish. No sense. It makes no sense. Let me ask you a question. Somebody get in an accident, they go on in the hospital, they bleeding, a doctor come to, an unvaccinated doctor come. What you going to say? You're vaccinated, you're dying on the bed, But you wonder, you feel you have time to ask the doctor if he vaccinated or not? A woman who given birth in the hospital, right? And the nurse and them coming to bring the child out of her and so on. You have time to ask the nurse, are they vaccinated? Come on. The right thing, Aisha, is to do the right thing in the sense of wash your hand, sanitize, social distance, no zessa party, no boat ride, doing the right thing. That is what it's all about. That is what it's all about. This unvaccinated and vaccinated talk is rubbish. And according to Mayor Motley, one point I heard her made, I think it was sometime last year, when the question was asked her about mandatory vaccination, what she said? She said the COVID done divide us as a nation already. You think I'm going to make things mandatory to divide us even more? Come on, it's sense.
Let me take a break, I'll be back.
I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. And I go walk it properly. So put a walk in front of me. And I go get in right away. I'm gonna put me back in it. For your walking company. So put a walk in front of me. And I go put me right away. And let me put me back in it. And I go walk it properly. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for it. Boss lady. How are you? Yeah. Hey. Give me the
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle. From the first restaurant in 1968, when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air, they just couldn't resist. And like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste, and I love it too. The kids can't resist it either. Plus, they have more to enjoy. For me, the Castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
Thinking of what to have for lunch or dinner? Here's a meal tip from Royal Castle. If you're on the go and want something easy to eat, try Royal Castle's Golden Chicken Nuggets. Enjoy these golden, tender, and tasty bite-sized treats of 10 pieces of nuggets, one side and a 16-ounce soft drink with your choice of honey mustard or barbecue sauce. And not forgetting the kids. The Castle has a kids nugget combo too, of 4 pieces of nuggets, one side and a 16-ounce soft drink, and our nuggets are made with the same delicious local flavors that we're famous for. It's the Royal Castle Golden Chicken Nuggets. Our culture, our taste.
What goes in is a local something that makes it all taste better. It's the flavor of our culture. come from here, come from there, and everywhere. It's the special flavor that's made to savor at the Royal Castle. Welcome the Royal Castle. Royal Castle. Flavor to the bone. Royal Castle. Taste the very own. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Taste the unique flavor of our culture at Royal Castle.
That was today's meal tip from Royal Castle.
Give me the work with the work, yeah. Give me the work with the work, yeah. Give me the work with the work now. Now, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work.
On listening to the conversation, as far as for the vaxxers, the anti-vaxxers, who don't want vax, it really doesn't matter to me. For somebody who works in healthcare, I feel sorry for healthcare workers because they have to pay for the ignorance of many. I'm on vacation home now, but when I go back, that variant is spreading like wildfire. We back in gown, we back in mask, we back in the full 100, and it's not easy working fully in isolation. With the isolation gown, isolation is hell. Breathing through it in 9 masks is hell. And I feel sorry for healthcare workers. And recently, my daughter visited here and she got sick, and we went to a hospital emergency room in Trinidad. She was throwing up. They didn't do no tests to see if she had COVID. They just put her in a COVID unit. And from what I see, if you went in negative, you come in all positive. It was no form, except for the nurses who were ganged up, there was no form of standard precaution, any type of isolation, nothing. It is. I pull out of there real quick and I spend my money. I went to a private private facility. Before they even put her on the ward, they vaccinated her. They tested her. She did not have COVID. But I don't, all the idiots who want to, let me don't call it people idiot. Everybody want to run around and be like this and that, and you have a little theory, all these Facebook, Google, medical professionals that you have running around. And by the way, same thing in America. Everybody who telling you don't vaccinate, they are fully vaccinated. Everybody who running around telling them don't vaccinate, same thing like Trinidad, they are fully vaccinated. But you do what you want. Again, you will crush it if this thing spreads the way it's spreading in America right now. Your healthcare system will be crushed. And then you wouldn't have to worry about going to the hospital because they ain't got no beds for you. You're going to have to sit and figure out how you're going to breathe on your own. And that wouldn't be the case for everybody because some people are going to be asymptomatic, some people are going to have mild symptoms. But there are a few of you that ain't going to make it past into 2023. So you can vaccinate, you cannot vaccinate. And by the way, vaccination does not prevent COVID. Vaccination gives your body the ability to fight it and gives you a quicker recovery time.
Thank you so much. Caller, you're live.
I must say good afternoon, good evening to you, Aisha Wells.
How are you doing, Kingsley?
Well, I am in the land of the living and I am blessed as I give way for 2 hours and make people who said that they never call before. But like this, they ain't calling at all. Only when I call in, they just get the answer. I'm to say now, I call a long time, but I have them long on the line. But I give them 2 hours to call in. They ain't calling, so it's my time now. Aisha?
You know them real good.
Yeah, I know them good. I give them the time. I say I give them 2 hours. I'll call in the last half an hour. Let them play themselves. They ain't calling. They're hiding behind the bush. Aisha, I want to ask this imps, Roger, who all over this country today, under hate, under hate for Dr. Rowley, he stopped sleeping with the devil. Where the $15 million? Where the $15 million will it get from Dr. Rowley government? That's what Roger had to answer. Where that $50 million went? Roger, come clean. Roger, come clean. You have exposed here, come clean. Where is the $15 million? So I ask the question, which union in this country is going to stand up and defend the vaccinated workers? So wait now, no union don't care about the people who vaccinate? Or fight them down. Fight down your own working class. who is willing to go and get the vaccine, who's going to protect us, Roger? Because you are telling people how do not show your vaccination card. How could you tell somebody that do not show your status, your COVID-19 status? Saisha, he is saying that a worker can be tested positive. And when they go to work and they only ask them to see the documents, to see the papers, to see that if you're okay. He said...
Kingsley, all the government has to do is as they come in and they refuse to show it, have a test waiting for them and bill them the $1,400 for the COVID test. I would bill them every single day they come in with a COVID, without their card. I would do a COVID test because that is part of the requirement. If you refuse to come with the card, be prepared to do the test. That's all.
Aisha, and you are definitely right, Aisha Wells. Because it seems that Roger wants a lawless a society. It's safe zone. I want to put this voice note man who only call me name. I want to tell them this: the ID card place, the passport place, it is also government, so it will be safe zone. So people who come in to do business just now, we have to show a PCR test to say that they're okay. You're within a normal person within can be able to just walk in the ID card place. Because we are making that a safe zone. That is a government building. That no, every building. That's not your house, no, brother. That's not your house, no. That is a government building. The ID card, the birth paper place is a government. The licensing office place is a government building. And we're going to make it a safe zone. So if you're vaccinated and the ID card expire, don't feel, no. We are keeping away all your soul from us who ignorant and who do not want to get vaccinated. Because why? You go on YouTube, you find some doctor on YouTube, you find some scientist on YouTube, and they sit down and they listen to that doctor, that scientist, and he full up your head, he full up your mind with negative talk. We are saying again, the vaccine do not prevent you from getting the virus. We are saying again that you have a chance once you have the vaccine in your body. We're not saying that if you put the vaccine in your body, because right now scientists is working and you know the first vaccine ever go in our body, it takes 30 to 40 years to develop. So while they're looking for a strong vaccine, they make something. Oh gosh, people, understand this thing now, boy. Or you want to play stupid? If vaccine takes 30 to 40 years, you could dead by that time. So the professional scientists and doctors come together and make something what your body could hold and try to fight out the virus. So when you hear these imps and chimps going in HRS and sending these imps and chimps voicemail, you have to cut it off. Because these people also, people who's listening and want to go and take the vaccine, when they hear these imps and chimps going in HRS, they really want to go and take the vaccine. So we are now have to stop that. We have to cut them off. Go on Amar and we'll be sure that he should be going there every day. This show so support fully vaccinated, and this shows a free zone. This shows a free zone. So when you hear these imps callers going in, look how you see some imps and them some first wave movement went by a school with some woman and these bacchanalists, these people who thirsty for power, these people who hungry for power, this first wave movement, he just like Roger, he affected Dr. Rowley, he affected with Dr. Rowdies, I will expose all you. Look, come on, Kingsley, you know. ISIS. ISIS. You represent ISIS. What telling me about people who coming back? Who coming back from ISIS? Who I do not agree with. They should never come back in this country. Whoever went to join ISIS, they should never come back in this country. And you stand up and defend them. That's what you do. When the Prime Minister blank you, because he realized what is it, your agenda, we're defending good over bad over evil. Bad over good. Sorry. Did I fool with the defending and the Prime Minister blank you and he send a big entourage? Then the Prime Minister do, Dr. Robbins send a big entourage for the former imam of this country, a brother, a man who concerned about all Abu Bakr, a brother for all people in this country. When Dr. Rowdy realized that is a good man, he sent an entourage to pick him up by his house. And after the meeting, Dr. Rowdy writes a letter.
Kingsley, I have a break to take. Bring it home.
So as I close, I put you, Roger, on notice. Stop, ask, stop, tell us where the $15 million gone, where Dr. Rowdy gave you and the union and them to shop. Where will you do with that money? The money done. The money done. The $50 million done. Where the $15 million, Roger, Dr. Rowdy gave the union in 2015 when they get in power? Just so $50 million. We asked about that money over for 7 years, 6 years. We know. But they come now. Show us your base. Who you talking for, Roger? Who you representing? All your workers, thousands of workers going home under your watch. But you know all over this country, fact, because they didn't get the oil refining. Roger, they stink.
All right, he did say he gave only 2 hours to call and he was going to get in. Well, he got in. All right, my goodly people, I am going to pause for a cause. When we come back, we enter the last half hour of the show. I have voice notes to play. Speak now or forever hold your peace when we return.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
you in life. Baby, let me come beside you. Do anything you need so you get you in life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:15 to 9:45 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as Nano Silver, Nano Zinc, Body Light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to listen to the live Temple of Restoration, Pastor Curlin and the team. The Temple of Restoration is located at number 12 Endeavor Road, Chaguanas, opposite the Curab Taxi Stand. For more information, contact 488-4413 or 777-8691. The Temple of Restoration, where Jesus changes lives.
Pastor Hannah A. Pabu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on the street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19 verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken.
Heals me when I'm broken.
Gives strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God. God's word direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Goodly people, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much. I know a couple of you trying to get in for the longest while, either via voice note or calls. Let me just play a voice note real quick.
Open a Pandora box there. It's no problem for the government to bill us who's unvaccinated via PCR test, whatever. But the same way you're billing us, they have to bill those who are vaccinated as well, because they also could transfer the virus, so they had to do a PCR test too, if they, in case they have COVID too. So I want the public to know, I would be asking them in the court if you're billing the vaccinated as well too, because if any of them come down with the symptoms, I want to know how. I will be asking the court how this person come down with the symptoms, and if this person says this person had the symptoms, he can spread it as well. So why he wasn't given a PCR test, I being victimized? First up.
Well, if that's the case, then let everybody take a PCR test. You see, the difference between me and Summer all year is I don't have anything to prove, you know. We want to be wrong and strong. We want to act out of order, disrespectful, do what we want and think it's okay. So the laws can pass for everybody. I have no problem with it. Caller, you live?
Hey, Aisha, sister, how you going? Good evening, girl.
I'm good. How are you?
I listen to everybody. I give everybody a chance, 2 hours. So it's my time to have my point of view now. Aisha, it's the same callers just moving the goalpost, sister, every day. Aisha, last year when I called you, you tell me you're not too, into medication and stuff like that. And today you are fully vaccinated?
Yes, and I have been for months now.
Right, yeah, I remember. And you took the leadership in your home
and made sure that my children, everybody fell in line.
Right. You see, it all boils down to leadership and selfishness. And another thing, as I told all the little cosmopolitan little community in St. James. And I asked 10 of my East Indian friends, from the small East Indian man to the businessman, my boy who owned the bar, the main room, my childhood friend, one of my childhood brethren, you vaccinated? Yeah, me making no joke with that. 9 out of 10. You ask 9 out of 10 African people who look like me and you, 3 or 4 out of 10. So you see this foolishness, right? And this hesitance at the UNC push, it worked. But it worked in the Afro community. And that's why that guy keeps sending messages. And that girl keeps, it's politics they're playing with the vaccine with this pandemic. Because they tell themselves that is the only way. Right, the government is winning. They're unpopular right now. Nobody likes to tell them what to do. But Aisha, well, if you have sisters and people in the community looking for jobs, all who don't want to go get vaccinated, I know a couple of people in St. James that got jobs in contract work in the public service. I'm asking all the people in Trinidad and Tobago for if they say that there will be a large volume of people who don't want to get vaccinated. So you got a job opening, so I send my family on contract. So cool, because I don't know how them going and go up in the Ministry of Finance and go and get their money. The Ministry of Finance had to release their money to their account. And no work, no pay. Day by day. An East Indian girl was on the TV, I think early this week or last week, Aisha, from South. She said, I couldn't get vaccinated because the Prime Minister said, if we don't get vaccinated, me go get no money, me go get my salary. I say, understand the value some communities place on the upliftment in the life. Right? So if she going to get she vaccinated, so all who want to play scientists and to answer the cock and bull story, and it have this well-prim proper lady who going from radio station to radio station because all their selfish haters, all their soul and all black. All their soul and all black, all their blacker than all away, all their soul and all black. Who pushing this negativity? It's all their community, all their black community that refusing to go for the vaccine. It's not affecting the East Indian and the other Syrian and Chinese and all that's going to the part of the country. So if you lady don't want to go and take your vaccine, right? You stay in your cocoon and your bubble like a hermit crab. But you going from radio station to taught everything. Which medical school you went to, right? Nobody not saying no question. But the fact of the matter, that's the best contribution Aisha Kingsley make in 2 years. That is the best contribution Kingsley make in 2 years. At the end of the day, that's the only chance we have. We have to depend on the scientists and their judgment. So who wants to be paranoid and play paranoia? All you go ahead and fix up. All I know, me, Aisha Wells, all the right thinking. My sister takes she child. You have a choice in my sister's house with your children. So they went and take the vaccine, everybody fine. And all the lies and the stories that Trinidadians like to end here. They know somebody that dead, and they know this and they know that. The facts is, the most people that in ICU and end up critically dead is 90-some% unvaccinated. And the next lie is, the people who got side effects from the vaccine is 0.01111%. I went on to argue African history. That's the end here. I went on to argue African history with Brother David Mohammed. I went on to argue the African history with Dr. David Mohammed. I'd be an idiot. So I will go and argue medical science with a public health scientist. Right? I will go and argue that with him. And I never went to a medical school. Come on, people. Think now, boy. Think. I had to trust Dr. David Mohammed's judgment that he being honest, right? And he being truthful. Leave the politics out here. So the same way, we had to trust the judgment of the people of the scientists who have been studying this, all the foreign local scientists saying the same damn thing. I said, well, I enjoy your program, girl. Listen to everybody. Hey, all your door go, all your shop on, all your work. No money going on their account. asking all Trinidadians, the government will be hiring workers from the 16th or 17th, I saw, before I go.
17th.
17th. Only go and look, go in service commission and start to apply for contract jobs. We will take the jobs from under their hands. Thanks, I saw.
Good afternoon again. You know, it's right now they're getting the 4th shot, right? Yes. Israel about 90% vaccinated, eh? Right? They're getting the 4th shot for the new variant. And when the next variant comes, they get a 5th shot, and a 6th shot, and a 7th shot, and an 8th shot. Who knows, they might end up like a zombie because it's ever going on. This COVID ain't going nowhere until 2025 March. Eh? Yeah, I tell you. Conspiracy have it. I only like to say people conspiracy talk. Okay, conspiracy have it. Hey, this is going to last until 2025 March month. So we have a lot of other variants to come out, which means a lot of other booster shot we will have to get. I've never seen I get so much of a booster shot yet. Never. I get the yellow fever vaccine. Since I was young, I never had to get a booster shot after that. I get measles. I've never had to get a booster shot after that. I get a vaccination shot. I never had to get a booster after that. But this COVID one, which if you take it and something happens to you, you cannot be compensated for it. You have to be boosted. Yeah, every year or every 6 months, you have to get boosted. We know the flu shot every year. I hear you have to get a shot every year. I never take a flu shot yet in my life. I never take. I depend on my immune system.
Good afternoon, Mr. Aisha. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I am, in the words of Mr. Tabakit, I am putting out a clarion call to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Open up the country and let the chips fall where it fall. Open up the country, Mr. Prime Minister.
Good day, people. I hope all you could understand and see what's going on in the world right now. And all what's going on in France, Germany, Austria, Italy, all them places with this concerning this vaccine, it's going to come straight home. Whether you like it or not, it's going to be mandatory, just like what's going on outside here. You understand? It's going to come. Praise faith.
Good evening, Aisha. Just going to make a short stint piece of information here. It is the same way the people were getting on when seat belts were introduced. Doesn't people die still with the seat belt? And how they die? Most of the time they die because of their negligence. And it is the same thing that going on with the COVID. People dying from their negligence. Thank you very much. You reach home safe, and good night to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago and the listeners.
Aisha, good afternoon. If you notice, it's only we Negro people quarreling over the vaccination. They're not taking the vaccination. They're not taking the vaccination. You know, any Indians and them quarreling and talking nothing about the vaccination. Them take the vaccination and them cool and quiet in their place, cool and easy. When they had vaccination, they went in Red Sea Complex and they swarmed the place and everybody get a vaccine and them quiet. And we Negro only fighting who should take it and who shouldn't take it.
Caller, you live?
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, it's going to be a good thing if you trade them by your field. And then if they buy all the people too much, then will be working with you. But all the money gone in every bank. And if people chopping to do go to work, that's the problem. You just have a cent to give them nothing. Thank you.
Let me quietly look to bow out. We just have a few more minutes.
Aisha, good afternoon to you, my dearie. Aisha, where Kingsley this get is set a once upon a time story. And when Kingsley talk, you will swear to God, Kingsley know what he's speaking about. And you know, just continue to scandalize people's name. Not until somebody put Kingsley to court, then you're going to stop his nonsense, you understand me? And Anchorage, and this is what Dr. Rowley gave. And Dr. Rowley, you knows too much about Kit Rowley. Kingsley, I fed up here with the most utter rubbish every day. Change your dirty attitude, na boy. Move on in life, na boy. People don't want to hear you. Rubbish, flush. If not that, he have marked the boss. He will expose. Look at me, who he don't know who the hell I am, and he balling the other day, the last time he want to expose me, and he don't know who the hell. If he see me, and I know him, he doesn't even know who I am. Kingsley got to move on now, man. Every day the same damn thing you calling on the station, and the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Oh, God. People fed up with you with your nonsense, boy. Utter rubbish.
Oh, boy, Mommy. Mommy, you're on a roll today, eh? All right, so let me take a call quickly before we make our way out to here. The countdown is already on. Yeah, let's see who's there. Caller, you live?
Of the city, Mr. Ishawel.
You are my final call with a minute to go.
Yeah, well, the guy who knows talk about Negro, I Ethiopian, brother man. You hear what I'm telling you? And all Negroes subjected. Thank you very much, Mr. Ishawel.
Thank you so much. Quick and to the point. Well, let me just let public servants know. Do what you think is best for yourself and your family. I cannot bully nobody into doing what I think they should do. I think we're all adults and we all have to be responsible for our own selves and our family. I'm going to leave this conversation here. Allow you guys some time to think. You still have up until the 17th to get your stuff done. Remember, they're not taking one shot on work. You have to be fully vaccinated. And in between shots, it takes 2 weeks. So get your act together. As I usually say, TNT, do a good deed today until tomorrow, when we come with something else, something new, something hot on the official station that defends the nation, the Street 919 FM. Have a good one.
This economy, I've been looking for work, boss lady. I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for it. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. And I go walk it properly. So put a walk in front of me. And I go get in right away. I'm gonna put me back in it. For your walking company. So put a walk in front.
Views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street.